Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 7, Why I'm Running for Anchorage School Board. Well, let's start off with the inspiration. Most politicians say, rich family and Anchorage, and that's why I'm running. And it's true, but there was catalysts that started where we're at today. One of them being, as I was tutoring kids from the age range of middle school all the way to college, I recognized there was just a low literacy. And this came at a time where I'm just trying to be helpful in the city. I've got a nonprofit, so I'm working with families, and I'm just trying my best to make sure that the city is a better place. And it's during COVID, so it's kind of just a wonky time in general for us. And I noticed these kids had such low literacy from, like I said, the age range was middle school all the way to college, and they were having difficulties reading, difficulties writing, difficulties doing basic math. And so my finance brain kind of kicked in, and I'm like, huh. And the big thing with finance, we're constantly doing projections. And projections are all about utilizing current data or events happening and seeing as far as we can the near and distant future what could happen. And it didn't seem like we were on the right track. And therefore, that was one of the catalysts that said, hey, I think the root cause to what's going on within these children that I was tutoring at the time is their education. Let's dig deeper into that. And then the second catalyst was the representation. It is blatantly obvious a majority of the members of the school board are all cut from the same cloth, same organization, same affiliation. And because of that, the average citizen, or in this case, the outsider, has a very difficult time having genuine responses with them. If you go to the meeting and want to speak freely, they are limiting your speech. Where's the freedom in that? If you reach out to them via email or phone, either you don't reach them or it takes a while to get a response, or if you do get a response, it's overwhelming, or nothing happens. Where's the representation in that? Where's the community input in that? And so that was frustrating to see as well as to be a part of. And so that then made me look, because I have these list of cons in regards of our representation, our education, but what are the pros? Well, the pros are students are safe. I mean, we are not known for a place that has guns coming into the school and shooting children. And that right there is more valuable than any test scores, the safety of our kids. And a pro is that we have teachers, ones that even I experienced going through the ASD program, that love to teach, that love cultivating the natural talents of students and just making it better. And if only we could multiply, and those would be every teacher plus every administrator that we have, we would invariably have a wonderful system. And so if those are the pros, these are the cons, what can I do to help? Well, there's the idea of becoming a teacher and administrator, going that route, or there's an opportunity in being a representative for the community so that not only the inputs of the community can come in, but positive changes could be made. And that's where I saw myself fitting in, and that's where the idea of putting my name in the hat and letting the city of Anchorage choose who they want to represent them came into play. And here we are today. Now, my vision for Anchorage, of course, you can see it on www.cox4asd.com, summative of it, but let me just paint a picture of what it represents. Imagine being a single mother, and your job is in Anchorage School District, and you have 5 children in different grades. And you get a letter 2 months before summer ends and school's about to start, and it says, hello and welcome to the Anchorage School District. This is from your Anchorage School Board. We want to thank you for the opportunity in educating your children or child to become the best citizen as well as family member that they could possibly be through education. Attached to this letter is a list of schools and programs, as well as their open house times, the AM and PM times, leading up all the way to the beginning of school, as well as their capacity and availability, as well as a reimbursable amount based on your choice. As well, connected to this letter and sent via email is a voucher, and this voucher will be utilized for any type of transportation needs that your student or students may have. We look forward to the opportunity. Love, your Anchorage School Board, signed by your president. Maybe it's Mark Anthony Cox. Hey, it's my vision, right? And so this mother takes the time to go to all the open houses necessary, whether it's AM because it fits in the schedule or PM, and eventually all 5 of her kids are in certain schools. And she thinks maybe this one, 2 of my kids are doing well at the local school, so I'm gonna have one at Baggage, I'm gonna have one going to Bartlett. The one going to Bartlett, I think I'm gonna opt them into the academies of Anchorage. I have another one I'd like to go to Tudor Montessori. I have another one I'd like to go to a partnership program. I have another one I'd like to go to Lumen Christi. And she's done, no out of pocket cost, and the school year starts, she gets a check. It's from the Anchorage School District, and it's a percentage of her reimbursable amount. Now, from an Anchorage School Board perspective, we have set aside, we've made sure that those programs that the parents have chosen, because the money followed the child, are paid what they need a per student allowance portion. Bam. And then there is an excess. And with that excess, we've taken a percentage and we give it back to the parents. This is our way of thank you. We're not going to legislate what we do with that percentage. Most times it's like, oh, well, it's only for resources, or it's only for groceries, or it's only for, a specific store. No, it's considered an actual check, reimbursable amount, put it in your account, do as you will. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to educate your kids. We won't let you down. And then another percentage of this excess amount on top of the per student allowance is to the community. The community, because think about it, there's people who have kids in the district and people who don't have kids in the district. And those who don't have kids in the district, I believe, also are entitled to a reimbursable amount. And think about it, it's months before the permanent fund dividend comes out. Now the local Anchorage municipality is getting an additional check. This is what we call a stimulus to the economy. It's money that was already set aside through property taxes, whether you rent or you own, you've paid, and now here it is in a dollar figure amount that you put in your bank and spend it towards whatever. So now we're helping out local businesses. And then another portion, which is just a personal finance one-on-one thing to do, is pay yourself. Set aside money for a rainy day. And so this would be our reserve amount. And so we would set aside a reserve either for emergency situations or when it comes to those negotiations, and we want to give a bonus to teachers instead of those bonuses not being things that are take home, because majority of our teachers are ones that have to deal with an increase in union dues, an increase in insurance, an increase in pension contribution. We would be able to sidestep that and also give them a check personally that can be take home. And so everyone is improving economically under this, as well as our students getting the opportunities, and we all have a buy-in, and we are able to see the fruitfulness of it. We are able to see the organizations are already doing well in proficiency, and every student, no matter what their background is, or what their family type is, they're now able to get access to education that fits best for them. This makes a better city in my point of view. So after hearing my vision, what are your thoughts? Well, is it something that you think could be utilized by Anchorage? If so, now you just have to vote like it too. And so grant us the opportunity to receive your vote on April 1st by voting Mark Anthony Cox. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Subscriptions over here, videos over here. Till next time, y'all.